Oh god, I didn't unmute. Okay, whatever, we're going anyway. Hello everybody and welcome to Off the Boards. As always, I'm Josh, down there is Ethan, and over there is Ryan. I told you guys one of these days I would get it, and eventually I did. So last week we took a week off. There's just scheduling mix-ups and whatnot. We're fine. We're back on top of it. Anyways, there's a lot of news to get into, just some,
Yeah.
what do we want to start with? What do I want to start with?
Well, there was a trade. Hasn't been a trade in a while.
Yes, we can start there.
All right. Well, the big pieces were Sam Lafferty and Alex Nylander, William Nylander's brother. So Lafferty went from the Pens to the Chicago Blackhawks. Nylander went the other way.
Yep.
They're both at basically league min deal. I think this is last year, both their contracts as well. Lafferty's 26, Nylander's 23. And looking at the stats, I mean, Lafferty in his career, 97 games, 21 points. Nylander, 84 games, 32 points.
Yeah.
But Nylander hasn't played in like 2 years. He hasn't played in the NHL since the 2019-2020 season, where he had 65 games, 26 points, a respectable season, and just hasn't played in the NHL since. I don't know why.
He's been in the AHL.
I don't know if it was injuries. I mean, he's played sometime this year in the AHL. He's got 12 points in 23 games with the Ice Hogs, and another 5 points in 6 games with Penguins AHL affiliate. So.
I mean, his first year in the league, 2018, 2019, or his first year in Chicago, I mean, 26 points in 65 games for a guy who's young. It's respectable enough where you'd think he'd get another look.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully he gets a look in Pittsburgh, but just looking at this, it looks like Pittsburgh kind of fleeced Chicago here. Like,
depending on if Nylander ends up playing, but I mean, personally, I think you stick Nylander on Crosby's wing, and or on Malkin's wing, either one of them, and just juice the line, put some energy back in there. A young guy, spry and ready to get her going. Like,
yeah. Plus, when you look at Lafferty, like this year, he's got 10 points in 2 games with Pittsburgh, and through 3 games with Chicago, no points. I mean, it's only 3 games in a new team. You never know, but
yeah,
still, not the best showing this year so far. So I don't know. I don't like this from Chicago.
I don't like it either. I mean, it's not been too bad in the AHLs for 6 games, 5 points. It's not terrible.
Yeah, I mean, but that's Nylander. Nylander's been good.
No, yeah, that's what I was saying. I mean, I don't. Do we even know what Chicago's doing really? Because I've heard Fleury might be on the trading block now, and what's hilarious? If Chicago gets anything for Fleury, I'm just gonna laugh because Vegas gave him away for nothing.
Yep.
I just want to remind everybody again, they gave him away for literally nothing.
In fairness, they did have another goalie, and they needed to clear the salary cap.
But they gave away a Vezina candidate goalie for nothing.
And they're still sitting first in the Pacific.
Okay, yeah, they're coming back. They're playing crazy all of a sudden. Robin Leonard. Is Robin Leonard still? Is Leonard still the goalie over there?
Pick from that.
Did they get a draft pick?
Nope. They got a ECHL player, just a contract, and I don't think he played for them at all.
That's tough.
That said, the Golden Knights, though, they do have some news.
Jack Attack Eichel.
Yeah, Jack Eichel will play in the next few weeks.
Sheesh. We're already back to him playing.
That's crazy. He's been at practice in a non-contact jersey.
Huh.
But yeah, no. If he comes back,
look at him go. Honestly, like what a comeback story that could be. Like a comeback player of the year potential if he actually gets out there and is able to play.
Yeah.
It's like
what's the NHL one? Masterton? The Masterton, I think.
Yeah. Oh no, the Masterton isn't Masterton one of the goalie ones?
No, it's the.
Is that the Jennings?
Oh no, yeah, perseverance, sportsmanship, and dedication to ice hockey.
Look at Ryan.
Jennings, the hockey one, is the goalie
smart
one.
Mind. Yeah, look at Ryan being smart. Too bad in trivia it doesn't translate.
Yeah, the last one.
Trivia
was
bird.
Oscar Lindblom.
Tribute boon.
Okay.
Well, I get some at the end. I got some firecrackers at the end for you boys.
Oh, joy.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's gonna be a juicy peach, boys. It's gonna be juicy.
Yeah, but I mean, if you look at Master trophies in the last few years, it's mostly guys either come back from cancer or coming back from injury. Bobby Ryan won a couple, not last year, but the year before, for coming back from his alcoholism, addiction issues. So,
well, I mean, like, Jack Eichel went out there and he was the first player, his first professional hockey player, at least NHL player, to get the surgery done, and it proves that we've, if Eichel comes back, I mean, obviously we haven't seen, but this could be very historic. The surgery results, then the way Eichel plays, could change the future of the way that we view injuries like that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We're gonna save a lot of careers and continue a lot of players. Like, I know this is a hockey podcast, but last night in the Rams-Cardinals game, there was a guy who tore his Achilles 2 weeks before the training camp. And they didn't know they said he wasn't going to play at all this year. And he came back last week and played. And then he played like full snaps last night. And it's like, wow. Like medical, we're laughing when it comes to the future of medicine.
Wait, was that JJ Watt you're talking about?
Well, JJ Watt and Cam Akers. JJ Watt destroyed his shoulder. He had a surgically reconstructed shoulder and still played last night. The other guy, Cam Akers, tore his Achilles completely before the year.
And it only made sense for one of them to come back.
Well, Buda Baker got laid out, and that didn't help anything.
Well, I think there were bigger issues, but let's not talk about football.
Fair enough.
Though I wish we would, because I'm a Packers fan. Football's been a much needed exit for me as a Habs fan this year. Speaking of Habs, though. Yeah.
Yes. Go ahead. Go off.
Lead us with this news.
Yeah,
the Montreal Canadiens have signed Kent Hughes as the new general manager of the Montreal Canadiens, 18th general manager in franchise history.
Is he
signed on a
French?
5-year contract. What?
Is he French?
Yes, Montreal native.
Ah.
Former player agent. He was the agent for Patrice Bergeron, Letang, Darnell Nurse.
Yeah, I thought he still was actively an agent.
I don't know what he's going to do with that, but he is our GM now, so
my assumption is he called up the firm he worked for and went, I quit.
Yeah, I don't know what agents get paid, but I gotta imagine GM of the Habs probably pays a little bit more.
Well, I feel like it depends. So this is freelance work in the company, but who knows?
I mean, he had Darnell Nurse that new contract, so fuck you.
Yeah. Well, that's right. That's the thing. Well, that's the thing. If it works like
he's... suck if he tries to trade for him. He's gonna be like, man, I stabbed myself in the back.
Wait. Where do we draw the line for player tampering? Where do we draw the line for player tampering now?
If we draft his son first overall this year, then that's where we draw the line.
Is that tampering though, or is that just drafting someone? Is it a dumb draft pick?
No, I mean, like, he's supposed to go in the first round in theory. His name's Jack Hughes. It's a different Jack Hughes.
No way! We're gonna have 2 Jack Hugheses in the NHL?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Ranked, first round prospect by most.
Well, Ryan, you guys Ryan, you guys could get Carolina's pick, couldn't you? Aren't you guys getting Carolina's pick? So there's potential that you guys get Shane. What? I thought you guys got
we have a top 10 protected.
I think you guys got compensation from the. Oh.
Yeah, because we traded it.
Yeah, you guys traded the compensation for Christian Dvorak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Documentary compensation from Dvorak. Dvorak, though, I mean, I've given him some shit. Good at the face-offs. 55% face-off. So, I'll take that. Take that any day of the week. Wish he'd do a little more.
Yeah, that's it. Too bad he can't do much else. Ryan's at the beginning of the year. We got our second line center. Figure it out. Behind Nick Suzuki. Oh, we're coming back. 2 weeks into the season. 2 weeks in. Yeah, guys, I'm just gonna punt on the year.
I don't know if it was his fault. But yeah, we're punting on the year. 'Cause also, other Habs news: Carey Price. It came out that he's effectively restarting his knee rehab from start. Yeah, just I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there was a setback or something, but he's restarting from scratch. So I would be surprised if you saw Carey Price play this season, which fucking sucks.
Well, I mean,
Well,
you
I mean,
really, you guys
would
were-
you really want Carey Price to play?
yeah.
Like if he were healthy, yeah, absolutely.
What's the point? you
I get
guys-
to see Carey Price play. I get some happiness in my life.
You guys win 15
mean-
more games and don't make the playoffs, and then don't get the first overall pick. If he plays,
yeah,
if he
I think
played, your
that's just-
your draft lottery odds would get worse. Price is a better goalie than Allen.
Allen's not playing.
Call it now, though.
Since when has Jake
Regardless-
Allen played?
What do you mean?
You're hearing it now. Like, regardless,
Injured.
if Montreal finishes
No.
last, Arizona's winning draft lottery.
No, there's no way.
100%.
You know,
Yeah.
if the NHL is rigged, then I wouldn't be surprised if Arizona won the lottery just to save the damn team after the start of this year, where they, turns out they just weren't paying their bills.
If the league was rigged, Arizona would have gotten Matthews.
Ryan, I got some something to say. Every episode I had been like, they're still better than the Coyotes because they're still, 10, their goal difference is worse by 10. Ryan, unfortunately, your guys' goal difference is now tied with the Arizona Coyotes at negative 58. So,
yeah, and they
yikes.
beat us last night 5-2.
Hey!
Yeah, last place in the league, baby. Last place in the league, baby. We're getting the first overall pick. Pain for Shane. Pain for Shane.
What was it? Tank for right? What's the saying?
Pain for Shane.
Oh, sorry. Pain for Shane. That's what it was. I forgot.
And trust me, there's a lot of goddamn pain.
Is there? What's it like watching? Ryan, do you still watch the games?
No.
I'm about to
I've
say.
given up.
Well,
I've become a football fan.
How many games did you watch this year? Honestly,
7.
More than that, I watched a lot at the start of the year. I watched most of it at the start of the year.
Ryan, what's the point of watching the Canadians when you're just watching the Laval Rocket play? Like, why don't you just go watch the AHL games?
I watched those games. Those were the games I watched in the last month and a half because they actually those players actually gave a shit.
Did they?
Yeah.
So why don't
They
you
did.
keep?
They played like they cared.
So why don't you keep them in?
Our guys were off COVID, so we had to play them because we had the AHL teams to play.
Well, they have to play, unfortunately. Is Caulfield doing any better? Oof.
No, Caulfield's a COVID list. So is Jeromia.
Wow, he's not playing very well, even if he wasn't.
I think Nick Suzuki's the only guy left our team that hasn't had COVID this year.
Well,
Yeah, I dropped him in fantasy.
man,
Suzuki.
what's it like drafting guys in fantasy and actually doing well? I don't know. I can't figure out football fantasy. I can't figure out hockey fantasy. I figured out basketball fantasy.
Oh yeah, how's that going for you?
Look at the score, Ryan. I put up 400 points on you last night. Won the game. One day. You're done. Your reign of terror in this division is over.
I'm in a different division.
It's over before it began, Ryan. I'm the champ. You're talking to the champ.
Who's playing you this week?
Yes,
This
the
is the week I
champ.
play you. Hold on.
The champ is here, Ryan. I'm the champ. The champ, Ryan. Ryan.
Sorry, Healy.
Who won the league last year? Who? Me. And guess what I'm doing again? I'm so cocky. I changed my team abbreviation to WIN.
Wow. That's toxic. That is
Also, this
toxic.
guy put up 400 points one night. I put up 300. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
not that
Team
bad, but
diff. Team diff.
there's a
You're
reason I'm
done.
2,000 points ahead in points for.
You're done, kid. You're done, okay? Remember, what did I tell you? I don't care about winning at the beginning. I care about winning at the end. It's like being a Leafs fan. I don't care. I told you, you can win 82 games this year. I win all 82. I don't care. Win the fucking playoff game.
What would a Leafs fan know about that? Fuck, what would a Bills fan know about that?
What do you mean? We won. We beat the Pats. We killed them. Wasn't even close. Belichick's washed. Retire. Mac Jones is bad. He's not the... If Mac Jones is your future in that division, you're screwed.
I can't wait to watch Sunday and see the Bills get killed by Kansas City.
No, you want to know what we didn't have last year that we have now? This thing called a pass rush. You know, we're gonna chase.
You know what you don't
we're
have?
gonna chase. Remember how Tom Brady and the Bucs beat the Chiefs last year in the Super Bowl because they chased Patrick Mahomes around? We're gonna chase Patrick Mahomes around, and we have guys like Dawson Knox and Stephon Diggs who are gonna go out there and make plays. Dawson Knox climbed a goddamn ladder on Saturday and caught a ball in the end zone with one hand.
All right, let's not talk about football as much as I want to. All right, what else? What other news do we have? Evander Kane, his deal has been terminated.
Good. Yeah, I told you he's never gonna suit up in an NHL game again. I said it once, I'll say it again. It's not happening. People are saying he's going to the Oilers. They be dumb. They be dumb. I don't think it's a good idea.
The rumor was he was going to go to the Oilers until he started getting investigated by the NHL again for even more things, breaking COVID protocol in the AHL, I think.
Wow, I'm so surprised. The guy who broke COVID protocol one time, like.
Yeah, he's going to the KHL.
Yeah.
Moving on. Nicholas Lidstrom, hired as Red Wings Vice President Hockey Operations.
Good. About damn time that guy got a job.
Well.
I like it. I like seeing players go back to their teams. Like, what if Pavel Datsyuk came back? You know.
There's no way he's not leaving Russia.
Ah, come on. You never know. He could come back to North America. What if the Red Wings called... What if his old pal Hendrik Zetterberg called them up and said, hey, let's go do something in Detroit again, like good old days with old Lidstrom and the boys.
And what would they do? You want them to coach?
Power play coach. I don't know.
What?
I don't know. There are a lot of jobs in hockey operations that we don't see on the surface that just don't have really flashy-ass titles.
Yeah, sure.
Whatever Shea Weber's title is right now.
Future power play coach.
There you go. I say future head coach.
Shooting coach.
Somebody's gonna be head coach.
Wannabe captain.
It's not gonna be Ducharme next year.
No,
it's not.
You're firing Ducharme, man. You're punting on him already. It's not it. It's his fault.
I said I'd give him the year. I said I'd give him the year, and we've had the shittiest year in history.
Well, I mean, to be fair, what has he had? Like to his credit, what has he had? What did he have at the start of the year? He didn't even have a lot to start.
Like he had enough.
He lost Philip Deneau. He lost Shea Weber. He lost Carey Price.
Yeah, I know, but losing those three players does not equate to
Corey
going
Perry.
from Stanley Cup final to bottom feeder.
Well, I mean, it's just pieces.
Like
every
those three
here
players didn't make that much difference, did they?
I think Shea Weber
I didn't think they made that much difference.
I've been saying it all year. I think Shea Weber made all the difference.
I think it was Carey Price. I think Carey Price is the bigger loss.
I don't know. I think Shea Weber's leadership skills are getting slept on. I've been saying that all year.
I agree with Josh.
I think you're probably right having him as a captain.
I think just having him there.
A lot. I think we could have named another captain and gotten some of that back, but this whole leadership by committee thing is just not a thing. Yeah, name Brendan Gallagher team captain.
Is that Dominic Ducharme's idea as lead by committee?
I think it was. I don't know whose idea it was. I'm gonna say it was probably Bergevin's idea.
Sounds like a dumb idea. Wait, didn't Bergevin also get a job last week?
Oh yeah, Marc Bergevin has been hired as a senior advisor to the LA Kings.
Oh my God! What? What kind of title is that? Senior? What is that? What is he gonna do? Is he gonna be like, hey, you guys should sign this guy?
The GM.
What the?
He advises the GM.
What's he gonna do? Draft this guy? The guy's gonna be like, yeah, because your draft is like, did they bring him in just to rip jokes on him? They're gonna be like, yeah, with your draft history, we'll listen to whatever you say. Smart guy. And then they're gonna pat him on the head, and they're gonna be like, here, take this cookie and go sit in the corner. Like, why?
Like, I mean, I think it makes sense. I think he's a smart guy, and he does a lot of things right. It's a wild ride, and I think you just need somebody to rein him in. And in Montreal, he didn't have that guy.
So
If he had a president of Hockey Ops, while Bergevin was GM, we would have done a lot better.
But the thing is, he's not even assistant GM. It's not like he's assistant
Yeah.
GM in LA. He's like he's basically, it sounds like the secretary to the GM. That's what Ryan just said.
No. He's senior advisor. He goes he's in those meetings and just says, "Here's what I think. Here's my advice." And I think they're probably grooming him for an executive position until one frees up, right?
Well, probably. I assume they wanted to give him assistant GM, but Luke Robitaille was probably like, nah. Is he still the GM over there right now? Ethan's got
Speaking of
some.
Canadians, Montreal, obviously. Like the potential team Canada roster for the Olympics this year looks like an OG All-Star lineup.
Did we actually put out our Olympic team roster? Oh god.
I think it's like projected, but just listen to this lineup, right? Ken Johnson, Eric Stahl, and Mason McTavish. All right.
Yeah.
Scotty Upshaw, Mike Richards, and Joffrey Lupul.
Yeah.
Okay. This is what gets me going. Danny Heatley,
No.
Connor Bedard, and Jordan Tutu.
Wait, did you say? Wait, hold on. Did you say Connor Bedard's gonna center a line with Danny Heatley, All-Star, and Jordan Tutu, two guys that played in a situation where it was just put your stick down on the ice and you'll score a goal? Like,
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
Those are two former 50 goals.
It's not done. It's not done.
Ethan, where did you find this?
Marleau and Chris Versteeg. This was
Patrick Marleau?
Patty, is he still in shape?
Now, the scratch players were Nigel Davies and P.A. Parento.
Okay.
Ryan, obviously. And, I mean, he was a Wildcat, was he not?
Yep, former Wildcat.
Yeah.
Berto.
It's true.
Now, the defense core looks just scary. Owen Power and Mark Mathot.
Okay.
Shane O'Brien and Willie Mitchell.
Yeah.
Kaden Gooley, Kevin Bieksa. Okay, that's got me. All right, I've already watched.
Yeah, I'm in.
Listen to this, Josh. I need you to hear this, okay?
I'm listening.
Carlo Koliakova and the pylon himself, Dion.
No, there's no way. This has to be fake. Like, I don't believe it.
It was posted by TSN. It was posted by TSN.
When?
The goaltenders would be Devin Dubnyk, Joseph Hoagie, and
I'm trying to find this article. Where is this?
Freddie Brathwaite. I don't know. TSN posted it somewhere. I believe I saw it on Instagram. Go to Facebook. But it was like projected lineups.
Olympic men's roster
Yeah,
2 weeks here.
Dude, I'm not kidding. I'll send the screenshot right now to the chat.
No, I believe you. I'm just trying to find where this article is.
I gotta find it too because I promise I seen this somewhere. That's obviously where I got the screenshot from.
I'm searching.
Dude, I seen this projected lineup and I'm like, dude, I am 100% watching the Olympics. If Danny Heatley is playing with Connor Bedard and Jordan Tutu.
I swear, man, if Dion Phagouf got to the Olympics, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
Koliakova.
Why?
Dude.
That has to be a joke. Like, that has to be a joke.
This has to be a joke, right?
Like, there's no way, right?
This has to be.
I mean,
How do you compare a team with Kev? Oh man.
Like, you look at that and you compare it to the Team USA roster, which the Team USA roster posted by Daily Faceoff, which I think is legit.
Yeah.
Yikes. It's not crazy. It's not great. I posted in the chat earlier.
Is it as bad as what
s-
Ethan just told us?
Oh, it's way worse.
That's
Way worse. Not even
that's
close.
pretty tough. Oh, this is it right here.
Yeah, that's the hockey one.
Kent
That's
Johnson, Eric
Canada.
Stahl, Mason McTavish. What am I looking at? What?
Yeah,
What?
Better be better. Okay, Joffrey Lupul's only allowed on the ice if Dion Phaneuf is.
See, I heard the Dubnyk
That's all I'm
rumor.
saying.
I heard the Dubnyk rumor, but like, man, that's oh yeah, I gotta do this. But yeah, that's nuts. That's oh my god, I can't believe it. I cannot believe
Like
it, man.
this lineup is a total meat. I would 100% watch the Olympics if
It has
this
to
was
be.
the lineup.
It's straight up. Like, it has to be. Like, there's man, I'm looking for this. I'm looking right now. I'm looking all over. I'm scouring the internet trying to find an article that says who's on this team. I have to see it.
While you're doing that, I'm just gonna talk about the Team USA, which is I think the official roster.
Go ahead. I'm gonna look.
It's mostly NCAA prospects, a few guys that play in the KHL. I think their best forward is either Nick Shore or Ken Augustino.
Ay.
They do have a couple of
Yes.
Toronto prospects, Nick Abrazuzis,
Nice.
and
Yeah.
Matthew Nyes. They have a
Cool.
Montreal prospect in Sean Farrell.
Nice. Ryan, do you know who
unfortunately, no
Sean
Vancouver
Farrell is?
He's a Montreal prospect, plays for Harvard.
Oh wow.
Unfortunately, no Vancouver prospects. I'm sorry, Ethan. Your team just
Is
isn't
bad.
good enough. Yeah, almost
That's
as bad
okay.
as Buffalo Bills.
Hey, buddy, did I not? We won a
Wow.
playoff game. For a guy who keeps saying he doesn't want it, we shouldn't talk about football. He brings up football a lot of this hockey podcast.
We'll talk
Yeah,
about it
Ryan.
on Sunday after you lose, Josh. Don't worry.
Ryan, do you want me to remind you the standings right now in the NHL?
No, I don't. I'm well
Alright.
aware of the standings in the NHL.
All right.
That's-
Well, I'm just gonna say this: Vancouver never lost Arizona this season.
Congratulations.
Bad team.
Me too, but last time I checked, Arizona beat Toronto as well.
How many points does fucking Pedersen have?
But I'm sure it's more than anybody on the Habs.
Jesus.
Sad part is I think you're right. Hold on. Wait.
That part is, I think I'm wrong. I think Suzuki has more points than P.
Actually, I just looked at it. I think you are wrong.
Yeah, P, I think Suzuki had more P.
Yeah.
Roster.
Man, I am scouring the
Points.
internet trying to find
We're
this.
tied. It's a tie.
Suzuki are tied.
Giroux and Suzuki are tied with Pedersen at 19 points. Oh wait, but he's played more games. Suzuki's played one less. Jonathan Giroux has played 8 less. Jonathan Giroux, 19 points, 30 games. It's not bad.
It's
bad.
not good.
It's not good. But
It's not good. Like,
It's not bad for our team. Okay.
I like how Ryan's like, it's not good. Like, it's not bad. And it's not good. The Ryan explaining the Habs season this year, after last year. It's in the field.
Like if I saw Jonathan Giroux with 19 points in 30 games on but he was like our 5th highest scorer, I'd be like, that's pretty good.
After
When
last
he's tied for our top scorer, it's not great.
after last season and talking about Ryan's feelings about this season, he's like, well, it's not bad, but it's not good.
It's not good. It's okay.
That's how it's not.
Shane right.
I hope
Shane for Shane.
you want to know.
Shane for Shane.
You want to know what I hope, Ethan? You want to know what I really hope? I hope they do the draft lottery like they did. Well, no, I hope that they do the draft lottery the same way they did for Lafreniere. and I want to see Montreal's
boy.
ball get knocked out of the way by some stupid team like, I don't know, the Arizona Coyotes.
Who do you think we are? Toronto Battle Leafs?
I don't know, they're ruining Lafreniere's career.
Alright, let's talk about something different. The All-Star rosters.
I don't even know why they're doing an All-Star game to begin with.
Yeah,
I don't know why.
I don't know. I don't know.
Seems like a dumb decision, but that's just me.
Yeah.
They're choosing to have an
Alright,
All-Star
well, let's-
game this year.
Yeah. After they do the All-Star game, they're going to decide they're not going to test players who are
Asymptomatic.
Yeah.
Which means,
That's
to be clear, the definition of that means that you tested positive for having COVID-19, but you aren't actively showing any symptoms of COVID-19, but you can still transmit that disease to anyone else that is in your immediate surroundings. That's pretty tough, because that just means that the league is just gonna stop testing people, and it's like, oh, so we're just lacking. Okay. Scary times. What else do you got?
Alright, rosters.
Mm-hmm.
We've got... What? Fuck. Hold on. Sorry, my Discord disappeared on me.
I thought Ryan had it. We can still see you.
Yeah, I'm trying to make it work so I can get better lighting, but that's what I have to do.
Ryan, you gotta invest in
so-
LED lights.
Yeah, no.
Thank you.
So NHL All-Star rosters are set. The 2022 Honda All-Star Weekend is being hosted in Vegas, Las Vegas, Nevada. So for the so let's just run down the roster here. Atlantic Division. You've got Drake Batherson from Ottawa, Chris Bergeron from Boston, Jonathan Huberdeau from Florida, Dylan Larkin from Detroit, Austin Matthews from Toronto, fan elected captain, Steven Stamkos from Tampa Bay, who was the last man in. Yeah, there was a last man vote. There was a vote for last man in. Basically, everybody got to vote for one more player to go on each team. Nick Suzuki from Montreal.
And you guys
Rasmus
send me.
Dahlin from Buffalo, Victor Hedman from Tampa Bay, Jack Campbell from Toronto, and Andre Vasilevsky from Tampa Bay. Jack Campbell, Travis Dahlin, Nick Suzuki, and Drake Batherson all in their first All-Star appearance. Also, the first All-Star appearance by a Habs forward in, I think, 15 years.
Like,
What? It's always either been Shea Weber or Carey Price for the last 15 years, or PK Subban for went a few times too. I don't know if Patrick Reddy ever went from Montreal.
that's right.
Yeah. He actually might have
So I just looked it up because I was curious. I feel like one of the reasons they're doing this in Nevada, and I'm assuming that there are a lot of places in America now that just don't have restrictions, but Nevada looks like they are a very COVID restriction light state in America. So they would probably are doing that there for that reason. And I don't know, it seems like the only restriction that I could find restrictions are in airports, because those are government or federally regulated normally, especially international ones. Instead of being a state level thing, they would follow whatever certain airport codes are. So you have to wear a mask when you're in the airport, but it doesn't say that you have to wear a mask when you're anywhere else. So I don't know.
Yeah, I mean they've also planned on doing one in Vegas for a few years now. Ever since Vegas became a team, they've wanted to do one there.
Well, I mean, it sounds like it's just easier.
I mean, they could have also done it in Florida, where they planned to do it last year before they canceled it. But so I don't know. But yeah, they're doing it in Vegas. Oh well. Moving on to the Central Division, we'll talk about their roster. Actually, a lot of guys in their first appearance. Kyle Connor from Winnipeg, Alex Brinkat from Chicago, Nazem Kadri, who's the last man in from Colorado, Kirill Kaprizov from Minnesota, Clayton Keller from Arizona, Jordan Kyrou from St. Louis, Nathan McKinnon from Colorado, the fan elected captain. Joe Pavelski from Dallas, Kel McCarr from Colorado, Yuzi Saros from Nashville, and Cam Talbot from Minnesota. Connor DeBrincat, Kadri Kaprizov, Kyrou, McCarr, Saros, and Talbot all on their first appearance. It's 8 guys on their first All-Star appearance.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Nice.
Pavelski and McKinnon have the most appearances on that team with 4 each, compared to Atlantic, who had Steven Stamkos' 7th appearance at the All-Star game. Not the most for any of the guys elected, though, actually. That honor goes to the next division, Metro. Alex Ovechkin, the fan-elected captain, 8 NHL All-Star appearance. He's joined by Sebastian Aho from Carolina, Claude Giroux from Philadelphia, Jake Gensel from Pittsburgh, Jack Hughes from New Jersey, Chris Kreider from New York Rangers, Adam Fox from the Rangers, Pelech from the Islanders. That's Adam Pelech from the Islanders. Zach Werenski from the Blue Jackets, Frederick Anderson from Carolina, and Tristan Jarry from Pittsburgh Penguins. Gensel, Hughes, Fox, and Pelech all in their first appearance.
Oh wow! I actually have. Yeah.
I probably should be stopping to talk about some of these players going, but I'll just round out the last one. Pacific. Leon Draisaitl from Edmonton, Jordan Eberle from Seattle, Jordan Gaudreau from Calgary, Andre Kemp from the Kings, this is his first appearance. Connor McDavid from Edmonton, his 5th appearance, also fan-elected captain. Timo Meier, San Jose, first appearance. Mark Stone, Vegas, his first appearance, surprising. Troy Terry from Anaheim, his first appearance. Alex Pietrangelo from Vegas, 3rd. Thatcher Demko from Vancouver, his 1st, and John Gibson from Anaheim, his 3rd. Their last man in was Troy Terry. So that's a lot of names to go off the top. So do you guys want to start with any of these divisions and talk about it a little bit?
Pacific, please.
What?
The Pacific, please.
All right, let's talk about Pacific.
I didn't say JT Miller.
JT Miller is not on the list. Vancouver's only representative is Thatcher Demko.
Which is great, because he's a top end goal.
Yep, absolutely.
But JT Miller, where is he?
I don't know. How's JT Miller
That bothers me. Very, very good. Yeah, pull up his
38 points, 38 games, 12 goals. That's pretty damn good.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm looking to see who has multiple representatives. Not a lot. Like Anaheim has 2 guys. They have Troy Terry going.
Why does Anaheim have going? Troy Terry.
Troy Terry and John Gibson. Troy Terry was voted in as the last man in. Nothing to do about that. Vegas has got 2 guys, Pietrangelo and Stone. I am noticing though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. For some reason, Pacific doesn't have 3 defensemen. They have 1 defenseman going.
They're either playing a crazy style of hockey. There's a few things they're going at. They're gonna play a crazy, wild offensive style of hockey, which I think is awesome. The second thing is there could be players who just are on COVID lists who we would send that can't go, and at the end of the day it comes down to you could ask a player to go and they have the right to just say no. So they could have asked a bunch of defensemen and they could have just been like, I just don't want to really go.
I mean it's a little iffy on that, Josh.
This year
if a guy gets named to go to the All-Star game, he says no, he gets suspended for a game. I
mean, Crosby's done it how many years now?
It's true, but that's Crosby. Like, there's a reason they don't ask him to go anymore.
Well, it's not even really a matter of they got him to go to 1.
Yeah.
To be fair, McDavid was there too.
I mean, McDavid's gone 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, McDavid doesn't care.
They both like it.
Yeah. Ovechkin was always a character. Do you guys remember when they used to sit and do the draft thing? The one year where he's the last person who got a car and he's like, "Don't draft me, I want the car." And then he got drafted early and they still gave him a car anyway because he was going to give it away to someone. So he ended up getting to give the car away.
Yeah.
Love that.
Don't pick me. I want car.
Yeah, don't pick me. I want the car.
Oh man, I mean, that was great.
He's a funny guy. He's a funny, silly, goofy guy.
In fairness, Sidney Crosby's gone to eight games already through his career.
Really? It just doesn't feel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I guess the past like few years he's kind of just been forced to go. But like his first year he went, and then he got injured and he just didn't want to go. And then when he came back from his injury, he still didn't really just want to go. He faked an injury like 2 years in a row, and then he was just like, "All right, I'll go."
Yeah. Between 2012, 13, and 14, he didn't go at all. But like every year around there, he went except for missed 2016 and missed 2010. Yeah. He's gone like every other year of his career except for 2020 as well, and this year. But this year he's not going. Metro. I mean, Metro's pretty top heavy. They're the only division to send 3 defensemen. I noticed in Pacific, but Central is only sending Cale Makar, and the Atlantic's only sending Galene Hedman. Metro's sending Fox, Pelech, and Werenski, but I mean, those are 3 top-end defensemen. So, yeah. Not to say the other divisions don't have top-end defensemen, but I don't know.
That's one player that's very underrated is Adam Pelech.
Yeah, Adam Pelech is
a lot of people take him for granted. There's not very many shut down defensive defensemen. But when you do think of defensive defensemen, the first guy that always comes to my mind is like Jacob Slavin.
Yeah.
But Adam Pelech is in there as well. Adam Pelech is so good defensively.
Yeah. I mean, you don't think of him much. Like, he doesn't come to mind anymore, but Marc-Edouard Vlasic was in that conversation for a long time.
Yeah. The Vlasic pickle, bro.
Yeah.
The Vlasic pickle.
The pickle.
The pickle.
Yeah. I love pickles. Shame he's not quite the player he used to be, but what can you do? Now you get to send Timo, scored 5 goals last night, Meyer.
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
Timo had 5 goals last night? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Timo Meyer scored 5 goals.
Yeah.
Were they good goals, or was he just like right place, right time?
I haven't seen the clips, but I imagine they were pretty good. Some of them. He actually did it also in 2 periods. Didn't even take third.
Holy shoot. But he couldn't get any in the third. He decided to take the third period off. He was like, you know what? First and second, I'm going to try hard. And then after that, I'm just going to skate around. Just be like, I scored 5 goals tonight. What is anyone going to say to me? You know, what?
Yeah, he has dick out stroking it.
Yeah, pretty much.
And
that's
also,
pretty impressive.
I looked at the 5th goal he scored there.
Nice.
Was not in the right place the third time. That was damn good goal.
Okay, fair enough.
Are
we still in the Pacific here?
We can move on. We got the Metro, Central, the Atlantic.
I had some news to talk about after this, or at least a statement to make.
All right. Let's talk about the Atlantic. Josh, you guys are sending Matthews and Jack Campbell.
Yeah, of course.
I'm excited to see Jack Campbell at the All-Star game.
Ryan, he is going to win the Vezina. He is going to win the Vezina. Oh. And you guys are both gonna fucking suck an egg because I predicted this at the beginning of the year. I said Super Vezina, and you both laughed at me. You both said Nick
Robertson was gonna win the Golden. He hasn't played.
He would have. He broke his femur, Ryan. What did you expect? How was I supposed to know he was gonna break his femur? Come on.
How was I supposed to know? Fucking Cole Caulfield was just gonna not.
I didn't even say anything about you picking that wrong. You brought it up yourself. I was just saying that you both laughed at me when I said Campbell would win. And now look at him. Look at him, Ryan. Look how many games he's played. Do I need to read off his stats to you again?
No,
he's started 28 games this year, Ryan. 28 games. He's started 27 games. He is 19-5-3 with 4 shutouts, a save percentage of .931, and a goals against Ryan of .213. He has gotten better than he was last year. He has improved. That's scary.
Why can't I have a starting goalie?
Because you had a starting goalie for 10.
Backup goalie.
You had a starting goalie for 15 years. It's my turn now. It's my turn. I have never once as a Leafs fan felt confident in my goaltending. You know why? Because even when we had Anderson, I was still afraid. Ryan, stop looking at me like that. I had who do you think? Jonathan Bernier, James Reimer, Jonas Gustafsson, Toskala. Like,
Don't
Never say his
Right.
name in vain.
the list goes on and on, Ryan. I could keep going back.
I miss Carey.
Yeah, you know what? You know who I miss? Bring back Phil Kessel. I swear, I'm riding this bandwagon. I want to see Phil Kessel in a Leafs uniform again, playing on a line that somehow him and Matthews are gonna work out well together, and I'm gonna relive my childhood. Phil Kessel's gonna go out and score on pace for 30 goals. I don't know.
I miss Carey.
If Phil Kessel ever scored another goal in the Leafs shirt, Toronto would explode.
Hawk Vendors would, but I don't know about Toronto.
Yeah, we're playing. I'm not sure looking at. I'm starting goalie is Sergio.
This is true.
Could
Ryan,
have had Bobby Lou. You could have had Patrick Waugh.
Waugh. That's actually true. You could have had solid goaltending, but you guys decided to go with a player agent. And that to me sounds like borderline tampering. If anything, this sounds like it's gonna I bet you at the end of the offseason, Montreal's gonna get accused of player tampering somehow, in some way, because of this new hire. I swear, it's gonna happen. I'm stating it now. My off the boards prediction, because
Who do you think we are, Arizona?
I don't know. We don't make enough off the boards predictions. My off the board prediction
Your
about
talent
Cam.
skills is just about there.
Well, that is true.
You know what, Ethan?
He's right. What are you gonna say to him, Ryan? He's right. Tell him he's wrong. Tell him he's wrong. Do it.
You know what, Ethan? It's very nice.
There you go. Just talk about Calgary. Ethan will start tearing up.
I hope that you lose LG, Ethan.
Oh my god.
Man,
Ryan's out Ryan's swinging for the
that's
throat.
tough, man. That's tough. I'd rather
Ryan,
you talk about Calgary.
what do you got another game, Ethan? You guys playing again today?
No, we swept the series. We went 4-0 in the series.
Damn. They
Off round two
ate
Next week.
off next week. Holy smoking Toledo's.
Calgary has 3 more points than you guys in 4 less games.
Calgary.
Who?
Calgary Flames.
Whatever.
The goats. They actually have a pretty good goal difference.
Whatever.
That's actually surprising. Look how many goals they've let in this year.
When the playoffs,
When the playoffs got Calgary get pummeled in the first round by
Hold on, I gotta go look at the goalie
At least
stats
they're
for
gonna
the
make the
Flames real
playoffs.
quick. I gotta look at the Flames goalie stats because is what's his name? Who is even the goalie there?
Markstrom?
Yeah, is Markstrom
Markstrom.
just still playing insane? He hasn't cooled off?
Yes. Probably.
I don't know. I'm going
It's
to look.
crazy.
I'm going to look. Well, you said that Jack Campbell was gonna cool off, and suck an egg. He hasn't cooled off. Let me see.
Can we get time check? Are we almost done?
comment.
Can I leave this now?
48 minutes, and we hadn't even got to the other All-Star teams, and I still have something to say about something
Alright.
that's happening tonight, an event.
Central Division, Kyle Connor made the All-Star team, which I'm happy for him for.
He's good at hockey. The guy's great.
Yeah.
Great.
I think Winnipeg fans, when they saw that, jumped for joy. All of them are cheering him on.
Yeah, 'cause
love that
he
guy.
gets slept on.
Yeah.
he gets slept on in Winnipeg.
In the Metro, Jack Hughes.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Ryan
I don't
sounds
know.
very out of this All-Star thing.
The
All-Star-
enthusiasm is
Here's
beaming.
here's the long and the short of it for
Sad.
everyone that's listening. The All-Star game is gonna be it's always interesting. It's never really exciting. Some players try harder than others. If they have some kind of money for some kind of charity on the line, the players normally try harder. So hopefully they do that. But if not, it's gonna be boring to watch. It's very dry. There's just going to be a skills competition. That's always fun to watch. To me, that's the best part of the weekend, so I'm going to at least watch that because, we see some of the players' character come out there. Hopefully Ovechkin will bring out some kind of cool costume again, do something funny. Maybe some of the guys will bring their kids out. It'll be a good time. But ultimately, that's all it's gonna have on All-Star Weekend. The only thing I hope is that that the players just don't contract COVID there, and we don't go into a full league shutdown going into our week's break. So,
I don't know if I mentioned it, but I think Mika Zibanejad was the last player in for the Metro.
okay.
I don't know if I listed one when I just talk about them.
So is that it for the All-Star? Can I talk about this thing now?
Yeah, forget the
So,
All-Star.
Guys, I don't know if you guys know this today, but Boston, the Bruins, are going to retire Willie O'Ree's number 22 jersey tonight on the 64th anniversary of him becoming the first black player in the NHL. He had a statement today on this, and his statement was, "When I stepped onto the ice with the Bruins, it did not dawn on me that I was breaking the color barrier. That's how focused I was on making my dream come true. I did not realize I had made history until reading the paper the next day." That's pretty badass. That's pretty cool, man. That he didn't even realize what he was doing, and like that, from what that stands for, that's pretty cool. For that to happen also on the day after MLK Day, which was yesterday, that you know it's that's I didn't know that those two things were that close together. So, well, actually, this would have happened before that. But Willie O'Ree actually living in New Brunswick. I don't know if he's actually currently from New Brunswick, but they
he's born in Fredericton.
Yeah, there's the arena in Fredericton's actually named after him. It's Willie O'Ree Center now, I think.
Yeah.
So cool. They're gonna have his number retired. That's awesome. I'm quite happy for that.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, that's all the news I had there. For that, Ryan, do we have anything else or trivia?
No. We had a lot of news, but there were a few other stories, but we don't need to talk about them. They're not super hockey related. At least not, active NHL related, I would say.
Fair enough. So do you want to do trivia time?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Welcome into my trivia stuff that we have today. I got a couple questions here in front of me right now. Maybe I'll come up with a third one, but at least we have two to start. Look, my questions are multiple choice, at least these first two are. So here's the first question, Ethan and Ryan. Which player was the first to win more than 2 individual trophies in one season? Your options are John Beliveau, Maurice Richard, Gordie Howe, or Stan Mikita.
I got my answer.
I got my answer.
All right. One of you guys want to give me your answer?
Gordie Howe.
Okay, Maurice Richard.
You're both wrong. It was Stan Mikita, actually, surprisingly enough.
When the fuck did Stan Mikita play?
Stan Mikita won the Art Ross Trophy, the High Score, the Lady Byng Trophy, the Most Gentlemanly Player Trophy, and the Hart Trophy, the MVP, 2 years in a row with the Chicago Blackhawks from 66 to 68. Little bit of history there. Interesting. I didn't actually know that. It's actually pretty cool that he won the Gentlemanly Player Award.
In what year? Sorry?
66, 67, 67, 68.
And sorry, can you remember the question?
It was the first player to win more than 2 individual trophies in one season.
Okay, more than 2. Got it.
Yeah,
Fair
3.
enough. Okay, so 2 wouldn't count. Fair enough.
The next question has to do with 2 trophies, though. So the next question, guys, which player won the Hart Trophy and the Conn Smythe Trophy in the same season, and then did the same thing a second time, or then repeated it repeated it a second time? Your options are Jesus Christ, I can't read. Bobby Orr, Wayne Gretzky, Guy Lafleur, or Mario Lemieux. There's a lot of really good options there.
You won the Hart and the Conn Smythe in back-to-back years.
Yeah, and then he won it in the same season and then repeated it a second time. I don't know if it says back-to-back or not, because it says this. The question says this exactly. Which player won the Hart Trophy and the Conn Smythe Trophy in the same season and then repeated the feat a second time? So I think it's just like they did it again.
Who did twice?
Yeah, at some point in their career.
So who... I remember the options were Mario Lemieux, Wayne Gretzky, Bobby Orr, and...
Guy Lafleur. Monsieur Lafleur. Guy Lafleur.
I feel like
Oh,
Should know
that's
this.
one. And only one of
should
them
know
did
this.
it. Wasn't like the first one to do it.
Yeah, one of them. Only one.
All right, I got my answer.
All right.
yeah, I don't know, man. I'm just gonna have to take a guess.
Fair enough.
So, I guess I'll go first because Ryan seems more sure.
But yeah,
I'm gonna say Wayne Gretzky.
I'm also
Okay.
going to say Wayne Gretzky.
all right. It was Bobby Orr. Surprisingly, Bobby Orr is really good at hockey, I guess.
How many fucking cups did Bobby Orr win? I didn't think Bobby Orr won that many cups.
Well, the
Can't be that many.
Conn Smythe and the Hart, wasn't it?
Playoff MVP. Hart.
Yeah, he got Conn Smythe both times he did it, and won Hearts. Yeah, okay, fair enough. And wait, but the way you say it, I'm shocked that Wayne Gretzky didn't do it.
Yeah,
Like that's the crazier thing to me.
that is true. That is a tricky question because like historically you would have thought that Gretzky, those two awards would have coincided. I mean, the guy won, wasn't it 4 Stanley Cups? Like,
Yeah.
you would have thought. I actually have a question from more recent time that you guys might actually know the answer to without having to say it or look it up. Would you like the question?
Yes.
Ryan?
He only won. Sorry, I'm looking at the thing. He only won Conn Smythe twice, and the second time he did it, he didn't win Hart that year. Interesting.
Huh. Cool. So,
Okay.
boys, who won their third career Hart Memorial Trophy in the 2012-2013 season?
So who won the Hart Trophy in 2013?
Well, it would have been, yeah, but their third Hart. That's the hint.
It was their third. Well, there's one of two guys.
There's one of two guys.
I think I know. Oh God.
Did you say 2013?
Yeah, was the 2012-2013 season.
That's the lockout year too.
So who won the Hart in the lockout year?
Hold on. I know this, man.
Did he win two before that? Oh God. One. Does he have 3 Hearts? Yeah, he has to. Oh, fuck.
I like these kind of questions because you guys actually potentially know the answer. I found a better freaking thing.
Yeah, I got it. I got my answer.
know it.
Fuck. I should go first, then if Ethan knows it.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Is it Alex Ovechkin?
It is Alex Ovechkin.
It was indeed Alex Ovechkin.
Fuck yeah!
that was a good one. That was a
Yeah,
good question.
I remember. He still went off.
Yeah, because
Oh yeah, that year he went crazy.
well, that's what Ovechkin. He's a goal scorer though, so he started off the year really hot. Then it just he just got better from there.
32 goals in 48 games that year.
All right, I got another question for you guys. More recent history. You guys got another one? We can end the show here. We're at 58
Yes.
minutes.
Okay, yeah, okay. Yeah.
Every time I give a question, now Ryan looks it up, and every time he's like, actually, that's incorrect.
Hold You've been wrong enough, Josh. I have to be sure. You've been better the last few weeks. I'll give you that. You've been
All right.
better the last few times.
Who won the Conn Smythe Trophy in the 2011-2012 NHL playoff MVP? Well, but in the NHL playoffs, who was the Conn Smythe winner?
2012. That was.
I know. I got it.
Because you gotta know two things. You gotta know what you gotta know what team it is, because you gotta know what player it would be. All right,
Oh,
so
Fuck, there might have been another guy there. Which year did he go off on? I think it was the first. I think it was that one. Fucking when in doubt, go
This
with
is
that
funny.
position.
I remember watching some of this playoff run.
Yeah.
Kings were funny.
Hey, we don't know what team it was. So I think Ethan. I think Ethan might actually not know what team it was.
Oops.
I do.
Okay.
My bad.
And I think
Yeah,
I have
look
my
at my face,
answer.
so-
Alright, well,
I got my
Ethan,
answer, I think.
Ethan, what do you got?
Jonathan Quick.
I'm also saying Jonathan Quick.
It was Jonathan Quick.
I knew it was Jonathan Quick, but like the other guy I was thinking of was maybe Mr. Game 7, Justin Williams.
Hmm.
But,
I
like,
wasn't sure if Quick won it in 2012 or 2014. That was my. Oopsies. That was my 50-50 guess.
Oh,
I knew he won one.
I big-brained it. Justin Williams was the other guy I was thinking of. He won in 2014.
Ryan, I big brains.
Gotcha.
Alright, well,
I knew a Quick won one of them. I thought Justin Williams won the other.
people who get to the end of the podcast right now are listening. You know, if they ever did, consider giving us a like, maybe a follow, a subscribe, a
Subscribe to the
comment,
YouTube channel.
a comment,
Follow us on Twitter.
a question, a Twitter follow. You could DM us. I don't know. Send me an
Comment
email.
down below if you've got any ideas for trivia questions that we should
That's true.
get asked.
Good trivia questions would be a good one because I did find a place though on this website. It's got some pretty good questions, but I can't tell them what website because they'll go and look. So
There's a
you know,
website.
don't you even dare, Rin. I need these questions. This is my section. What do you think? Well, what did you think I did, guys, to find these? Come on, you thought I was coming up with these? You think I'm not smart? I knew a couple.
I did. Yeah, I did.
Oh shoot. Okay, hold on. I guess I'll let's go. Let's pretend it's like that. Everyone, just go back to thinking that I'm big brain and that I'm just coming up with the questions by myself. That's all we need to know. Anyways, guys, like I said, thank you guys as always for watching. I am Ryan.
You're not Ryan.
That's
He's
Ethan.
Ryan. I'm Josh, and that's Ethan. We've been off the ports. Hope you guys enjoyed listening this week, and we'll catch you guys next week.
Have a good